Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 30 of an Elder Scrolls Online Standard Edition walkthrough. When we last left off, we had just met this guy right here, Not Cool. And he told us he was part of an operation to free some slaves on the east coast of Vardenfell, but they got attacked by the Camona Tong, a really savage group of criminals, and he needs us to go in there and rescue his friend Khartag. Deal with this here. And also rescue the former slaves, because they obviously didn't make it to their destination. I'm going to actually go ahead and queue for a dungeon. Maybe we can finish this delve before it comes up. Just a mud crab. And it looks like this is blocked off. We're gonna have to go around. I wonder what this map icon is over here. It says find mob Kier. I guess I had the wrong quest selected. Maybe this is the first freed slave here that we're about to run across. Need to see if I've got some buff food. I don't think I ate any before I started doing this. Should have gone back to town and cleaned out my inventory before I came in here too. Here we go, crown fortifying meal. Alright, looks like we got a letter here. Blood-soaked letter. Dearest Mob Kier, bright moons, my love. Jazura gathered the troop last night and pled our case. Nuzula and Hamiliar yowled like a Khajiit, but in the end, our friends decided your freedom was more important than a new wagon. It will take some time to gather the coin, but this one knows she will see you soon. Seek out the ropefish, Khartag. He captains the vessel that will bring you home to me. I love you. Yours, Elisarha. And he's dead. Thought maybe I could loot that. Got a sky shard right through here. Teleported me back here. Hate it when that happens. I hope someday servers will be able to hold millions of people without having to use sharding, so we can stop having stuff like that happen. Alright, this one's alive.
Please, Sarah, do not hurt me. Wait, who are you? You do not serve the Camona Tong. Thank the Hist. You must help me escape. 2 others as well. If those Camona thugs find us, they will flay us alive.
I've cleared the way. Can you get out of here on your own?
Yes, I think so. Did you find Mobker? Jari? The Camona Tong were right on top of us. Jari fled one way. Mobker and I stayed close, but he slipped. I left him there.
Mobkir is dead. I haven't found Jari yet.
I knew it. I should never have left him. I can still see the look in his eyes. The terror. Hist, forgive me.
You're still in danger. Go find Nakul. He waits for you outside.
I will. Thank you, friend. May Sithis guide your steps.
I had a lot of help. I think this objective is down here, but you know what? I'm gonna go get this one first.
Slave, unless you prefer to lose some fingers.
No. Will not put me in chains again. No one will.
From the sides!
Thank you, stranger. I was near to slitting my own wrists. If it's to be slavery or suicide, I'll take suicide.
What do the Camona Tong plan to do with you?
Difficult to say. Slaves are a valuable commodity. I suspect they would either kill us outright or sell us back to our previous masters. The sum we paid to Khartag was meager. Too meager for the Camona Tong, anyway. They will not take us home.
How much did you pay him?
Far less than he deserved. A turtle heart beats in Khartag's chest. Hard on the outside, but soft on the inside, you see? I hope he has not come to harm.
The other slave is waiting outside with Nakul. Go find them.
Slave? Do you not mean slaves? Mobkir and Wiwaska escaped, didn't they?
Wiwaska survived, but Mobkir wasn't so lucky. You should get going.
Mobkir is dead? But he was alive when I know you did all you could. Thank you, friend. Hist, watch over you.
Alright, now I'm gonna get this objective in the middle here. I've also got to make sure I defeat the boss. So I can clear the objective on the map.
I need healing!
Alright, going the wrong way. It's this way. Thought those were tomatoes there for a minute, but they're apples. Apples will do just as well. Make baked apples. Hopefully this is the boss here. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Killed by a damned elf. What a way to go. Well, what are you gawking at, runt? You gonna finish me off or what?
I'm not a member of the Camona Tong. Nakul asked me to rescue you.
Looks like you came up short. It's poison, see? Dirty little shrimp-douchey couldn't take me straight up. Had to poke me with a poisoned blade. Typical. Did the others escape? Jari and that lot?
All but Mobkir. Nakul thinks this was a bad deal. Why did you defy the Camona Tong?
Moloch, I don't know. Maybe I didn't like the way they asked. Look, I'm no saint. Done a lot of things I ain't proud of. But I'll be damned if some tuskless thugs gonna make life even worse for these slaves. They've been through enough.
I'll let them know how you passed.
You do that. You...
And it's going to be Crypt of Hearts again, so I'll just edit this out of the video as usual. Hopefully at some point we'll get Crypt of Hearts 2 or something more interesting. Alright, I finished Crypt of Hearts, and I'm almost to level 34. My inventory is completely full, but I'm still going to try to find this boss and kill him before I go back to town. While I was in Crypt of Hearts, I found some books that I had not noticed before, and some of them increased my bow skill, so that was pretty cool. Surprising I didn't find them earlier, all the many times we've done Crypt of Hearts. I wonder where this boss is. Seems like I've searched everywhere. You know what? I'm thinking maybe should go the opposite direction.
To the side!
Maybe this way. Alright, now this is kind of a secluded area. I wonder if the boss is over here. Let's see. Nope, nothing's here. Still no boss. Shouldn't be taking these melons, really. Once I kill the boss, there's probably going to be a lot of loot. Yeah, this is where we finished the quest. The letter says one-time offer. You'll only be given one opportunity to include us in your current efforts. We know your prophets. Deny us, and your traitorous followers will be killed. Any slave found will be captured and forced to serve us. You have 3 days to confirm your loyalties. Avis of the Camona Tong. Alright, so I do not know where the boss is. Right, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to look it up to find out, so be back in just a second. Okay, so I looked it up, and it's on the right side. We must have missed it. It's near Wiwasa, and we must have walked right by it or something. Oh, you know what? It's probably this thing right here. But I thought we killed this thing. Maybe we didn't. I vaguely remember walking by and there being a dead body there. No, that's not it. His name is Old Rust Eye. That's it. That's the boss right there. It was probably dead when we came through. Blood-soaked letter. Yeah, we read this, but the boss was not here. The boss was dead. So that's what happened. And there's the boss. He's finally respawned. Make sure I've got whatever potions I may need. Not that I'll really need them for this fight, but might need them later, you never know. See, that's this Droog warrior. That is not the boss. Okay, so it looks like he's very close to this large body of water up here.
I need healing!
See him right here. I do see one more body of water up here. Maybe this is him? Just looks like a Druid warrior, really. Oh, this is old Rust-Eye. This is it. Pretty difficult boss to find. But I guess he must have been dead both times we came through here. Alright, now it's sending me to Polk again. Alright, let's see what I can get rid of here. Maybe this. Let's go ahead and use... Let's use this poison. Or better yet, let me split this. I'll use these 2 poisons. And... what can I get rid of here? Well, that might be enough. Okay. Get rid of one more thing. Oh, this dagger. Alright, now we can finally leave this awful place. Right here. This is it.
There you are. I heard about Mabkir. Damn shame. Where's Khartag? Dragging arse as usual.
One of the Camona Tong stabbed him with a poisoned blade. He wants you to continue his work.
He's dead. Damn. At least he died knowing you'd rescued this lot. I'll keep smuggling slaves out of Varden, felt sure. And I'll make sure they know why, too. Take this. Khartag would want you to have it. Good luck on the road, friend.
Good luck to you. And my inventory's full.
He's dead.
There we go. Alright, that's it for the delve. Now I've got to head back to town and clean out my inventory. But I'll be right back. Alright, I've upgraded my, I've gotten all of my inventory cleaned out. I actually need to deal with this glyph right here. But other than that, I've got it down to just 13 items in my inventory, and I've upgraded my bag to where I upgraded it 3 times. So I can now carry 100 items. But I noticed as I was running through here, this quest just randomly sitting here.
You look well-traveled, friend. Are you, by chance, going to Sadrith Mora? I can make it worth your while.
What's in Sadrith Mora?
Opportunity. Or that's what I thought, until I angered Vivec City by failing to deliver the special mushrooms he ordered on time. Lost the shipment. Now I'm in a bind. I have the mushrooms, but I'm afraid fear will evaporate me for late delivery.
And why won't he evaporate me for delivering these mushrooms?
You aren't at fault for the late delivery. So fear shouldn't do anything to you. Won't do anything to you, I mean. I guarantee it. Besides, I'll let you keep the payment he owes me as well. I'd rather avoid the situation altogether at this point.
Alright, I'll deliver your mushrooms for you.
You're saving my life here, friend. I don't dare refuse the order, but I also don't want to meet a displeased Telvanni.
Can I ask you a few questions?
For someone who's helping me out this much, you can ask as many as you like.
How do I get to Sadrith Mora?
Sadrith Mora is up on the eastern coast, so you could walk, but I wouldn't recommend it. Talk to Cinda, our local navigator. She can sail you up there on her next trip. That's how I was going to get there until I missed my delivery time.
Would Devaithfear actually vaporize you for a late shipment?
The Telvanni aren't like you and I, friend. They're powerful and quick to anger and have no qualms about harming those who displease them.
What's so special about these mushrooms?
No clue. If a Telvanni mage wants them, I can only suppose they have magical properties. You won't see me putting them in any of my stews, that's for damn sure.
Alright. So, I think we're going to go ahead and go to Polk first. And then afterwards, we'll go to Sadrith Mora and deliver that delivery. Got another quest right here. This is surprising. These are all popping up. It says below. Ah,
Lady of
right here.
Mercy, forgive us. Forgive me, I should have said something. I should have warned them. Oh, do not look upon me, stranger, for I am surely cursed. Greed blinded me, and innocent lives have suffered. Yet I was spared. Perhaps this unending guilt is meant to be my punishment.
What's wrong?
We found a relic deep in the Ashlands, near Kogorun, and sold it to a temple historian here in Vivec. Now he lies dead, and his young assistant is on the run. Wanted for murder. Oh, such a sweet girl. What if the relic made her do that?
You think the relic you found caused her to kill someone?
It's just a feeling. That relic had a draw to it. Like it wanted me to bring it here. It sounds crazy, but her brother sought me out. He seemed convinced it was the cause, and where it came from was key to where she was heading.
Maybe I'll head north, see if I can find them.
The Ashlands are dangerous, but around Kogorun, there's something off. Don't find yourself cursed as well.
Can you tell me anything else about the siblings?
His name was Tithys, an ordinator, real intense, but I could tell it was concern for his sister, Nevina. She was young, enthusiastic, honored to be at the temple. Poor girl. If you find them, I hope you undo the harm I've caused.
Tell me about the statue you found.
It was an ugly thing. Sinister, even, but I knew the temple would be interested. There aren't many pieces that survived that dark time, and they wouldn't want something like that circulating around. I swear I thought it would be safe with them.
You mentioned Kogorun before. What is that?
It was the home of a great house that fell into ruin. Red Mountain has buried most of it, but the bones are there if you know what to look for. To be honest, I just sort of stumbled on the statue in the wasteland. Lucky find, I thought.
Alright, so that's a bit surprising. I didn't expect to pick that up.
The Ashlands are dangerous, but around Kogorun...
I've actually never done this quest before, so this would be a bit of a blind walkthrough. But, let's see where the quest marker is. Well, that's the PvP event right there. I'm not going to do that today. There's Polk. Okay, I've got Echoes of a Fallen House selected. And there it is. Now, where is that? It's zoomed in on something. Right there. Okay, so we need to go to the Valley of the Wind Way Shrine and then head west. And I was going to go to Polk and do that delve, which we've been told by the zone guide to do several times, but this sounds more interesting, so I'm just going to go with it. Go for a bit of a swim. This right here is a PvP event that's running this weekend, I believe. Let's see.
We're just about ready to set sail. I don't know about you, but the moonlit is looking a little too close for...
Okay, that's just the boat there. But it has a quest marker on her head. Very strange.
By the three, I've never seen the mountain so active. And Bar Dow, I swear the moonlit looks like it's a... I was planning on sailing to Sadrith Mora next, but I don't mind it.
That's really strange. Oh, it's part of a late delivery. I can use this to get to Sadrith Mora. That's why it's showing that. Alright. That makes sense, sort of. Alright, let's head to Valley of the Windway Shrine. And I'm going to go ahead and queue for a battleground while we're doing this. Looks like there's a striking locale right over here. Go ahead and grab that, get a few more experience points. Zergano Nepal. Just some ruins, I guess. Alright, gotta get back on the road. It's a bit of a drop. Uh-oh, this might be a public dungeon. Alright, this is the Forgotten Waste public dungeon. This is a piece of group content. You need 4 people to do this.
Didn't expect anyone else out this far. You another relic hunter? The last find didn't cause enough harm? Needed another go?
I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him, and then I'm just gonna leave. You must be Typhus. Trillim told me the situation with your sister.
What happened with her mentor? With me? That wasn't Nevina. I came out here to prove her innocence. That might not be possible now.
Looks like you were injured.
This is where I caught up to Nevina. I begged her to come back, swore I'd make this all right. But I couldn't. She felt so heavy in my arms. The only thing she said, she whispered, "Kill me."
She wanted you to kill her?
I should have listened. Before I knew, my Nevina was gone. Something changed in her eyes. Made my blood run cold. I never even saw the knife. Managed to stop the bleeding, I'm not going anywhere soon. I've lost her. Maybe for good.
I'll look for Nevina.
Be wary. I saw shapes in the ash. Robed figures. That's not the blood loss talking. I don't think.
Okay, so you have to have 4 people to do this, unless you have a lot of champion points. And I don't use champion points in these walkthroughs because it's supposed to be like having a new character. So I'm just going to leave this alone for now. Maybe I can get a group together to do this later on, or maybe even at the very end, I'll just allocate some champion points to this character and do this public dungeon solo. We'll see, but for now, I don't want to mess with it because this character will get destroyed inside of a public dungeon, especially the final boss fight. Really, you can make it through one solo, but when you get to the end and you fight the boss, it's just impossible to do solo unless you're level 50 and have a bunch of champion points. So let's just go follow that other quest that involved taking the mushrooms to the person.
I don't like the way the mountain rumbles these days. Makes me glad we're about to set sail and leave all this disaster behind us.
Can you take me somewhere else in Vardenfell?
We're headed to Sadrith Mora, if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
Take me to Sadrith Mora, then.
Pirates? Not on this journey. They know better than to sail anywhere near my ship.
Alright, she's just the person you talk to go back. So we're in Sadrith Mora.
Sprung up around Telnaga. It allows me to study some interesting things.
Yes. The isolation of the island had made for many hours of uninterrupted study.
If only there weren't so many outlanders wandering our streets.
Hey, I'm standing right here.
Outlanders can teach us much. Observe them and take note.
Thank
You'll
you.
understand.
I appreciate that. So this is actually a pretty large quest hub here. I'm going to take this battleground, and then we'll come back and explore it. Alright, we finished the battleground. I don't know the name of the map that we did, but we won the match. And if it was a match that I've not shown in this series before, then you just saw it. Otherwise, I skipped over it when editing the video. So this is a pretty big quest hub here. Let's go ahead and start picking up quests.
Ah, it warms my scales to see you once more, my friend. I wish I could thank you for my freedom, but as you can see, it was short-lived. I see you still wear no shackles. Will you aid me once more? I know someone who needs help.
If you don't remember this character, Ioki, we met him in Firemoth Island at the very beginning of the game, the first episode. He had been enslaved along with us, so he escaped with us, and now he's a slave again, unfortunately. Tell me more.
In truth, you would be helping many Saxhleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lukial name is Sun in Shadow, but I call her my heart. She hatches a plan to set us free.
What do you need me to do?
Seek her out in Telnaga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope.
All right. I'll go talk to Sun and Shadow.
Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder and a yarn wheel.
How did you end up here?
I ventured too far from the Hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Thorn. I escaped 4 times, but never for long. Eventually the Telvanni bought me, at a discount I am told. I take pride in that at least.
Yeah. Is this legal?
Laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. In truth, I cannot imagine how they would live without slaves. The Magisters are like overstuffed crocodiles, dangerous, but lazy.
Can I help you break free?
I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day later. Sun in Shadow's plan will earn us a lasting freedom. If you help her, you help me.
Who are the Telvanni, exactly?
Mages, mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni, one of the 4 great houses of the Dark Elves. They love using that word, great. Great at ruining lives, perhaps.
So they all keep Argonians as slaves?
Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle for mastery and control. Mastery of their dry-skinned magics, control of their mushroom towers, and dominion over people. People like us.
Yep.
Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni.
Okay, now we need to find this place to deliver the mushrooms to. We need to not get off track, so here is the house that the mushrooms were supposed to go to. Probably some Telvanni slave owner living here.
One more late shipment, Bolin, and you will never work in Vardenfell again.
I'm terribly sorry, Master. It won't happen again.
Ah, another useful idiot approaches. And what trifling matter brings you to me?
Blessed Almalexia's Fables for afternoon. Well, I thought that was going to level Mage's Guild, but it didn't.
I trust you're not here to waste my time. That would end badly for you.
I have the mushrooms you ordered.
So Edrino finally came through, did she? And she sent you in her place, no doubt because she believes I will turn her into a Vardvak. Or such nonsense. The things these commoners believe. I shall, of course, dock her payment for the late delivery.
Actually, she said I could keep the payment.
If you're lying, you do so remarkably well. If you're not, it is of no concern to me. You will receive the same coinage either way. Take it and be about your business. And tell Edrino that if she fails again, I shall locate another mushroom seller. And that concludes my deliveries for today. What an exciting life I lead.
Alright, now let's go talk to Sun and Shadow. See what's up with her.
Keep your hands where I can see.
Yes. Can I help you, Suryo?
Sun and Shadow? Ioki sent me.
Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Ioki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. To earn my freedom, I need the help of Magister Thirana.
Magister Thirana?
She's a recently elevated Telvanni Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Tararis. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her.
Do you have any idea what she wants?
I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter.
So you can earn your freedom?
Oh, yes. House Telvanni has its warts, but it's a true meritocracy. With enough guile and cunning, even a lowly slave can sit on the council. I've studied spellcraft since before I could lift a broom. All I need now is the sponsorship of a magister.
How do you earn the magister's approval?
The Rana's been haranguing the council, trying to get their help in claiming Zane Tiraras from House Redrin. She wants something in that shrine. I aim to get it for her. Her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has a letter that contains the clues we need.
All right, I'll try to get the information for you.
Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Telvanni is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, subtlety will serve you better than any shield. We have to play the game.
You've told me how this plan helps you, but how does it help Ioki?
Truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Telvanni plots take time to develop. If I demand Ioki's freedom too early, I show my hand. Suddenly, he's a valuable piece in the game, moved and sacrificed as the Magisters see fit.
So you're protecting him by keeping him in chains?
Do I sense a rebuke? It's not ideal, I know. Look, I treasure Ioki. He's placed his trust in me. I hope you'll do the same.
How did you and Ioki meet?
It was during one of his many escape attempts. I was cleaning Master Otheri's tableware when Ioki burst through the kitchen door, dragging his chains behind him. He threw open the window and started to climb through it. Then he saw me.
And?
He hesitated, even smiled. You don't see Mars slaves smile much. Certainly not when they're being chased by Nyx hounds. They dragged him off and threw him in the dry box. He told me he'd spend a year in there if it meant seeing me again.
I see. You two seem pretty different.
There's an old alchemist's proverb. No reaction is ever so forceful as the mixing of opposing components. A mouthful, I know, but it fits. Ioki and I occupy different poles on the same spear. He keeps me grounded. I keep him safe.
Okay.
Be cautious in the council house, Sarah.
All right, let's see if we can get this information she's looking for. And now there's another quest right here.
Oh, did... Ah, love. How cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free.
Problems with the love of your life?
Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmeri love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an outlander convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy?
Your mother doesn't approve of your relationship?
Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion.
Slow down. I might be willing to help, but I don't know if I want to buy a slave.
I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it?
I can do that much, but won't your mother be suspicious if I ask about Tywin?
Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding Red Star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat.
All right, I'll speak to your mother about Tywin.
I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me, but now I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
All right, see you there.
Mother should be at home. ordering the servants about and taking care of the family business. You should go and ask her about buying Tywin.
Well, that's interesting. I've got another selection here. I'm still not sure I want to buy a slave.
I don't expect you to pay.
Okay, he's just going to
obviously.
repeat what he said. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back to a hireling of House Telvanni and try to get that information for her. Looks like we're going to pick up, there's quests everywhere.
There's an urgent task for you. Well met, comrade. I have an urgent message from the Guildmaster.
What's the message?
Report to me at once. I have a task for you. She's a lizard of few words.
Where can I find her?
She's running things out of the guild hall in Daggerfall at the moment. The Eight guide you, comrade.
Did she say what she wanted?
No, but I have an idea. Word in the hall is that there's a big contract. A huge contract. All hands on deck. She probably wants you in the fight.
Okay, that's the beginning of the Fighters Guild quest line.
She's running things out of the guild hall in Daggerfall.
For the core game.
Not even the expansive shadow of Tel Naga can dim my pleasure in seeing another member of our ranks. Welcome.
Let's see, can I sell some stuff to her? I don't have anything I need to sell, so I'm good. Let's see what this is over here.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Alright, so I think this is the next part of... we'll see.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic, and their no-good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today.
I've heard you have a slave that's particularly good at finding red star shells.
Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed Nixhound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want to know about her?
Only her price. I need someone with a talent for collecting red star shells.
Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck.
Your friends gossip about more than Tywin's talents. We'd both benefit from her departure.
Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain.
Alright, I'll think over your terms. Okay, so it's still showing a quest marker. Okay, that's just continues the quest. So what I really want to do is find... I want to go here and take the next step of the Telvanni quest line, the main quest line for this area.
And who might you be? Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want?
I'm just looking around.
No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here.
I'm looking for a letter.
Ah, the one about Zane Tiraris, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into.
What did you have in mind?
It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Dora just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours.
Okay, that seems fair. Where is Dora?
She spends most of her time in the study, here, in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes.
Why is it so important to get the poem back? It doesn't seem like a big deal.
The poem's terrible. Plus, if word got to my parents that I'd been courting a wood elf, I'd be written out of the will, repeatedly, with red ink. Then there's also the possibility of blackmail.
Blackmail? Over a poem? Really?
Why do you think Dora keeps it on her? She knows that if Master Erevan gets wind of this, he might dismiss me from his service. Clever minx. Working for a council mouth is a fine occupation, Fla. I can't risk losing it.
Why did you send her the poem in the first place?
She's such a pretty, dainty thing. Not at all like those other scrawny Acon elves. Add a half bottle of Shane to a lusty heart, and you wind up with some very poor decisions.
All right.
Sorry, friend. We have nothing else to discuss. If you want this letter, you'll have to bring back that poem.
All right, I can do that.
Well?
Oh, I don't have a very good pickpocketing skill. I had 75% chance there for a minute. I wonder why it changed. Here we go.
That's distressing. I swore I brought...
I think she was about to say, I swore I brought the poem with me.
I hope this is good news.
It is.
Well, did you get my poem?
I have it.
Quick, give it here. Phew, what a relief. All right, Fla, I'm going to burn this embarrassment. I sure hope I didn't leave Master Erevan's correspondence box unlocked. That would be careless in the extreme. Farewell.
A fair trade, a poem for a letter.
Good riddance to bad writing.
Erevan, the Council's dithering on the matter of Zain Terraris is unacceptable. Khajiit mercenaries continue to gather outside the ruin like locusts. I have it on good authority that House Redoran sent them there. I must admit, I didn't think those thick-headed zealots were capable of such a deception. I'm almost impressed. Almost. They hammer on the shrine day and night, as if picks and hammers have any hope of dispersing the door's puzzle lords. Simpletons. The secret to Sheogorath's riddles lies in their simplicity. Fortunately, Redoran scholars possess no capacity for abstract thinking. Can you believe they struggle with a riddle as simple as this? Quote, a family of skulls say, how do you do? 2 shout, we're 1, and 3 yell, we're 2. 5 glare at 3, as 6 laugh at 4. Just burn them to open the Mad Prince's door. Honestly, why must the followers of Sheogorath be such children? I suppose that question answers itself. My research nears a critical stage, Erevan. I need St. Felm's fingerbone or all will be for naught. Redouble your efforts with your fellow mouths. Zain Terraris must belong to House Telvanni. Do not fail me. Thirana, Magister of the Great House Telvanni, Master of Tel Brenora.
was afraid you'd been compromised. Were you successful? Did Anthem have anything worth raiding?
Thorana wants a relic hidden away in Xantiraris.
May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint Films. Never heard of him. Says here, the Redoran want it too. To squirrel away in some musty old chapel, no doubt. We need to make sure Thorana gets it before they do.
How do you propose we do that?
Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle ward. Luckily, the letter provides some hints on how to break in. Solve the puzzle, grab the relic, then make haste to tell Thorana. Thorana should be there. Offer her the relic on my behalf.
How confident are you that Thorana will trade the relic for her sponsorship?
Somewhere between certain and apprehensive. The Telvanni respect all clever schemes and love to barter. This little intrigue will prove my worth, I know it. Then again, she could just try to take the relic by force.
What then?
Run? Telvanni magisters wield magics that put Giuliano's to shame. Of course, you're quite the hero in your own right. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Alright. Alright, now I'm going to stop it right here. In the next episode, we'll continue this quest. We'll go to Xantiraris and see if we can get this relic. Thanks for watching. See you next time.